Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliana. If you are new here, you are highly welcome. Welcome to my first haul video. So today we are going to be talking about things I've bought from the beginning of this year. Basically things I've ordered probably in December last year that didn't get to me until January, February this year. And that's what we're going to be chatting about. So it's a lot, so I'm going to try and go through it as quickly as possible. Some of them I will be doing dedicated videos on them, just so you can see in detail how they perform, what I feel about them. I feel it will be too rushed if I just talk about them here without you getting a feel of it. So I will definitely be doing a dedicated video about those items. Alright, let's first talk about items that I'm just replacing, so they are not new to me, and it is the Hourglass number 28 primer. I actually did a dedicated video on my favorite Hourglass products. If you haven't seen it, I will link it to this video. And this primer is just one of the best primers I've ever used. So if you've got dry skin and you just find it difficult to get like a dewy finish to your makeup or a nice finish to your makeup, this is a very good primer. Alright, the next thing I replenished was my BH Cosmetics base booster. If you've watched a lot of my videos, you know this is the eyeshadow boost slash glue that I do like to use. Is very nice. Let's move on to eyeliners, lip liners and the likes. So from Revolution Beauty I got multi-liner brights. It's got multi-liner brights, that's the name. So it's got like 4 shades in one. So it's got blue, purple, teal and silver. And what you do is, say you want to use the green one, that's the green one, so you click it and I think you then kind of like screw it and see, and it comes out. See, so that's the green one and that's what that looks like. So, and it's also got other colors, so let's try the purple one. So that's the purple again, you screw it up and it comes out, and that's what the purple looks like. So I'm yet to use this. I'm gonna try it and I will give you an update on what I think about it, how long it lasts and all that jazz. I also got 2 other eyeliners from Revolution Beauty, and it is the purple and blue pen. So these are the types that you sharpen, and that's what they look like. So again, on the back of my hand, and that's the 2 of them. Another eyeliner I got is the waterproof eyeliner Calligraphy pen from Glamlite, and this is what the pen looks like. So you kind of just pull it apart, and it's what I've got on my eye today. This eye look should already be out. This is what I used today, and it is really good. It does not bleed. It literally just lays down where you want it to lay down. I absolutely enjoyed it. The only awkwardness I found is when I'm doing this eye, it's a bit awkward, the shape of the pen, but for this eye it's perfect with my right hand. But in terms of the pen, the liquid and how it applies, absolutely beautiful. From Colourpop I got 3 lip liners. So I got the shade Chichi, Bossy and Frenchy. Now you will not see which is which, but I'll just quickly swatch on my arm what the 3 looks like, and that's that. So Chichi is the orange one, Frenchy is like the reddish orange one, and then Bossy is the pure red one. Also from Revolution Beauty I got their Lift and Define 5D lash. It's what I used today. I do like it, but I haven't really seen the 5D effect, and this is what the brush looks like. I don't know if you can see with all the dirt on my hand, but yeah, that's what the brush looks like. I like it. It did elongate my lashes, but I haven't seen the fullness yet. But today is my first time of using, so I'm going to try it again and just see how much of a 5D effect it does have. And I also got a brow pencil from them, as well as a thick thin liquid eyeliner. I mean, I normally use Colourpop's highbrow pencil, but for the last few months I've been on their website now, they've always run out of it and I'm just fed up. So I'm just going to give this Revolution brow pencil a trial and see if it matches or measures up to the Colourpop one. From Colourpop I got quite a few more items, and let's just look at it one by one. So I got 2 Super Shock shadows in Free Reign and Basic Instinct, and this is what they look like. It's basic browns, but this looks like a dark brown, and this is a light brown. Let me see if I can open it for you. Alright, that's Free Reign, and that's Basic Instinct. So Basic Instinct is lighter than Free Reign. I also got the pressed powder blush in Tripping. That's the packaging, and that's what the blush looks like. So it's basically like a brown, bronzy blush with shiny particles in it. I also got two lipsticks in that series. The names of them are Oh Behave and Sassy. So this is Oh Behave and that's Sassy. Don't know if there is a difference. Yeah, okay, there is a difference. Oh Behave is darker than Sassy. More lipsticks. I love Colourpop's lipstick. I have one of their lipstick on today. It's Hello Stranger, the lip locks or Lux lips. I can't remember what they call it. Which they seem to be discontinuing a lot of them. So the lipsticks I got, the shades are Lucky Charm and Lion Dance. So let's just quickly swatch that. That's Lucky Charm. And this is Lion Dance. So again, Lucky Charm is lighter than Lion Dance. From BH Cosmetics, I got two more liners. Again, I featured this in my BH Cosmetic video, but these shades I didn't have. So this is Royal Blue and Silver Shimmer. Don't know if you can see. And that's what they look like. I haven't opened them. Again, as I use them, I will let you know how well they perform. I already know how they perform because I've got different shades from them. I just wanted to get more different shades to what I already have. So these are the additional colors to what I already have. Alright, face product. I got one foundation from BH Cosmetics, and it's their BH Liquid Foundation Naturally Flawless. So I got two shades because I couldn't really see any that really matched me, so I'm gonna mix the two. So the names of the ones I've got is, this is Warm Ebony and this is Mocha. So I got Warm Ebony and Mocha, and I'm gonna mix the two together to get my perfect shade. Alright, from Mama Pat I got three different things. So, well, two basically. So I've got a pack of Opulust Gloss lipsticks, and it's in the shade Lavendering, Dreamscape and Naked Rose. So these are like glittery lip gloss really. So I think it was about £10. Yeah, it was during the sales. So that's one of it. And I also got three idols. So I got shades Synthetica. That's what Synthetica looks like. It's like a purple bluish shade. These shades are in some other palette or the other. I just wanted the single shade. So this is the Lapis Luxury, and is a blue green tealish kind of color. This is actually in the Decadence palette. And lastly, I got the Idol in Rose Venus, and this is like a pinkish kind of shade. Again, this shade is in one or other of our palette, so it's not like a new shade, a repeat shade, but they're just in single kind of eyeshadow pack. Right, blushes. I got two blushes. So one is from Wa, which is a UK brand, and that's what that looks like. It's like a orange peachy kind of tone. Let me just see if it would show up on my hand. So that's what that looks like. Those are my kind of shades. I love that, and I think this was like £2 or £1 something. It was on sales, but I really like the shade, and that's why I got it. And from BH Cosmetics, I got the Bellini Six Pan Palette. That's what it looks like. So it's literally a variety of orange, peachy, coral blushes, and they are absolutely gorgeous. This is the one I've got on today. Literally so beautiful. I love orange blushes, and this is just so beautiful. I absolutely love this, and all of the shades will show up on my skin tone. So if you're like my skin tone, this will be perfect for you. Absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. From BH Cosmetics, I got this highlighter, and it's called Apris in Aspen. It's a 6-color highlighter, and this is what the inside looks like. I am not an highlighter fan, but the colors, when I saw this palette, I just had to get it. I mean, obviously I'm not going to be using this to highlight my cheeks. It's going to be either a shadow topper or for my inner corner highlight, but it's absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, I've used a few of the shades, and literally it's just to top my shadow or just my inner corner highlight, and it's so beautiful. Now my favorite part of this all, eyeshadow palettes. Let's just get into the eyeshadow palettes. So I'm going to start with BH Cosmetics. So I got this Lost in Los Angeles palette, and I don't know if you've seen the inside of this palette. It's mainly a pastel palette, but it is absolutely beautiful, and it goes so well with the highlighter I've just shown you now. I mean, look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. So this can serve as shimmers over some of the mattes here, and honestly I've used this palette 3 times now, and it's absolutely beautiful. I used it without eyeshadow primer. I am not joking. For my skin tone, no eyeshadow primer, not even like a white base or anything. These shades are so pigmented and shockingly pigmented. Honestly, let me see if I can swatch some of them. Look at that pastel palette. I am telling you, not patchy, absolutely gorgeous. It was surprising. I was using it during the week. I thought it was going to be like this light payoff. No, it wasn't. I had to kind of tone it down. Honestly, so pigmented, and I used no primer. Also from BH Cosmetics, I got the Ho 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 Holiday palette, and this was the one they released in December for Christmas. By the time I had made up my mind to get it from Beauty Bay, they had run out of stock, so I had to order it directly from BH Cosmetics. So it got to me in, I think, end of January, and honestly, gorgeous palette. Again, I've used this 3 times. Absolutely beautiful. From BH Cosmetics, I also got the Luna palette, which I don't know where it is at the moment. If I can find it, I'll put a picture of it up. I mean, if you're not new on this channel, then you know I'm always losing my palettes for whatever reason. Either I use it and I leave it where I used it, and it takes me days or whatever, sometimes even months, to find my missing palette. So it's obviously somewhere, but absolutely beautiful palette. It's mostly got red shades, and I think that's what attracted me to the palette, and they are so pigmented as well. Obviously I don't like, there's some glitter shades in it. I don't like that, but it is what it is. I do like the red in the palette, and for me it was worth getting the palette. Beautiful palette. Alright, moving on to Beauty Bay. Beauty Bay came out with the new romantic palette. I have a dedicated video of this palette. I will link it to this video, and this is what the inside looks like in case you haven't seen it. Beautiful, beautiful Valentine pinkish palette. I've already reviewed this palette. Have a look at that video and you'll find out what I think about the palette. Okay, let's move on to Colourpop. So from Colourpop, I got quite a few palettes. With Colourpop, I tend to wait for when they have a sale before I buy palettes from them, and that's what I did. So all the palettes I'd been eyeing, or the ones they came out with, when I went to buy the ones I've been eyeing and I liked, I just got them all in one sweep. And I think this is actually 2 hauls. I did one at the end of December and I did one in the beginning of January, but both times they were having sales. So I got the Baroque and the On It palette, and I think they're together. I think they came out with 3 of them, but I only got 2. I don't like the third one. It was like a basic orangey kind of neutral shades. So this is the On It palette, and that's what that looks like. So that's like gorgeous warm tones, reddish or yellow. I just love this one, like a reddish orange tones. So that's what the On It palette looks like. And I also got the Baroque, which is definitely outside of my comfort zone, but as you know, if you've been on this channel for a while, I've been pushing myself outside my comfort zone to use cool tones, you know, grayish kind of like shades. I mean, under normal circumstances I would never go anywhere near this palette, but I have been doing quite a few kind of looks around these shades, and I'm so looking forward to using this. I haven't used this yet, but I have used the On It palette once. Also from Colourpop, I got the Star Wars Mandarin palette. So it is the little whatever it's called, the alien creature. And that's what the palette looks like. I love it because it's got all the green shades and everything. I'm not really a Star Wars fan, I'm more of a Star Trek fan. I love the color selection of this palette, and that's why I got it. It's so beautiful. I mean, it's a mix of greens and this orangey grungy color here. I absolutely love that. The Mandalorian Child palette, that is the Mandalorian Child's palette. And I also got the ones they came out with when I went to obviously get these ones that I've been keeping my eye on. So I just found this. I believe when I bought it, they had just come out with it that week, but they were all on sales. This is kind of like very blurring. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a pastel kind of shade. Is that better? Yeah, you should be able to see it now. So it's like a pastel bluish shade. So you get your sky blues, your turquoise blue, cloud blue, and this dark blue over here. I absolutely love this palette. I think it's going to go so well with the other monochromatic blue one they have. Can't remember what the name is now, but that one tends to be too dark sometimes. But mixing it with this one, absolutely perfect combination. And I also got there in a trans palette, which is like a pastel kind of shades as well again. So it's got like a pinkish lilac pastel kind of blue. So it basically is a pastel palette really, and I haven't used this yet. When I use it, I'll let you know how well it performs. And again from Colourpop, I think that week in December they came out with the Fade Into Hue, which straight away went into sales. They were selling it at a reduced price. I think it was 25% off or something, but that's what the inside of the palette looks like. I had to grab this palette. I mean, look at it, absolutely beautiful. It's like a rainbow palette, but the rainbow palette's got shimmers in it as well. I think it also has some glitters, but I can always pop the glitter out. That's not a problem for me. But the shade selection is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love colorful shades where I don't have to reach into another palette for the shimmer. Kind of do my look in a single palette, which is partly why I bought this palette. But it's absolutely beautiful. Plus the fact that it was on sales, yeah, that definitely helped. And lastly, for Colourpop, in terms of eyeshadow palettes, I got their empty palette. So this is what that looks like. Is the butterfly, so I think it's butterfly shape, yeah, butterfly. And I think this was like $5 or something, half price. I had to get it. So this is an empty palette which I put my single shades in. But that's the packaging, so beautiful. I love it. And that's all the palettes I got from Colourpop. So inside this empty palette, let's move on to single shades. My singles from Leonard Cosmetics. In my video that I did beginning of the year about spending less, I mentioned that I'd already ordered some of the Leonard singles. I think I ordered it in December and it got to me, was it first week in February, I want to say, or second week, I can't remember, but that's them. So I got the Jeweled Multichrome, which is a total of 20 shades, and honestly, I'm telling you, these are worth the wait. They are definitely worth the wait. I get why people wait for months, even though it's a nightmare having to wait months for your order, but I do get why people are waiting for these shadows. They are absolutely gorgeous, and I'm gonna do a dedicated video swatching all of this, but I'm just gonna quickly swatch two for you. So I'm gonna swatch that and swatch this blue, and honestly, look at that. I don't know if you can see the shift in the shades, but on the back of my hands, look how beautiful. They are multi-chrome. I don't know if you can see the shade. They are absolutely gorgeous. I've been so tempted to be using them every day, but I'm trying to control myself. But honestly, they are beautiful. Let me swatch another one for you. This is Castle. It's like a bluish one, and I'm going to do this straight on my palm. I don't know if it would have any effect or better shapes on mine, but that's Castle. You see, absolutely beautiful. It's like it's got shades of purple and blue reflecting it. Oh, I think you can see it better on my palm. It's so I can't wait to swatch this for you. Honestly, I'm telling you, they are absolutely worth the wait. So if you have been looking at getting clear net shadows and you are put off with the length of time you have to wait, honestly, I'm telling you, they are worth waiting for. As long as maybe the wait is no more than 3 months, They are so beautiful. But try and get all your orders in one go. But if you have to do 2 orders, I don't think I could do that. So I had to just get all of them in one go. Honestly, beautiful shadows. Okay, and lastly, I got some palettes from Glamlite. So I got 4 palettes from Glamlite. I already showed you the liquid pen that I got, liquid eyeliner that I got from them. But I also got 4 eyeshadow palettes. So the first palette I got from Glamlite is the Donut palette. And let me just open that up. This is what the inside looks like. Absolutely beautiful palette. I was on the fence with this palette because I just think maybe some of the colors are the same as what are in the cake palette, which I do have, but they are quite different. The tones of them are different, and I definitely think it's worth getting. Again, I'm going to do a dedicated video on all of the palettes I got from Glamlite, but this is the Donut palette. And I also got the ice cream palette. I've been longing to get this palette from the time it came out, but again, when you're buying from UK, you've got to be careful, you know, to buy it and make it worth your while, and that's what I did. So I waited so I could buy the others with it. So this is the ice cream palette, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's like a pastel kind of shade, but deeper pastel, and honestly gorgeous. This kind of shades will show up on that skin tone, any skin tone at all. Absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to get into it. I don't know how I've disciplined myself. I've not used any of the, but I've not even touched or swatched them at all. Next, I got the Pro Paint palette, which is their second paint palette, and it came with a brush, and this is what the inside of the Pro palette looks like. Honestly, it's beautiful. Again, you are likely to think that it's the same as their first paint palette, but it's different, which I will show you. But this is smaller than the first one that they did, and the tones are totally different from the first one as well. They are absolutely gorgeous. And lastly, I got their first paint palette, which is the bigger one, and that's what that one looks like. And if you can see, absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to show you either side by side or on top of each other so you can see the tones. Can you see? So if you look at the purples, the tones are totally different. So this is like a darker purple, and this is like a lilac-y kind of purple, and that's the way it goes on each and every shade. So you see the blue and the greens, they are different. There's lighter green in here, but the darker greens are here. All of the shades are totally different, either in tones or in ranges, but no repeat shades as far as I can tell. I mean, like I said, I will do a detailed video on the Glamlite palettes, so I can just show you what each of this palette looks like in detail, and possibly even do an eye look on one of them. Well, that's all the palettes I got from Glamlite. I believe that's the majority of the things I bought. I mean, obviously there are exceptions of things maybe that I'd already started using, and you know, it's just the way it is. I found these 3 ones I've not shown you. So this is Revolution Orange Correcto, and this is what I use for my under eyes. I do like Revolution color corrector. I also got like a bronzing stick from them. It's actually a foundation stick, but I use it as a bronzer. F16 is a foundation stick in F16. For bronzing, it's absolutely beautiful. It's not oily. It's the right texture of creamy, so it kind of melts onto your skin, you know, when you're using them to contour or to bronze your skin. Absolutely beautiful. I buy this all the time. I've been looking for this for a while now. On their website, they've always run out. So when I bought this, I actually got 3 in one go because I don't want to run out again. Absolutely beautiful. And lastly, I got Colourpop brush in E4. This is the brush I use to apply most of the time my glitter glue before I apply my shimmer shades. Absolutely beautiful. It's also very, very good to apply shimmer shades, and this works for any shimmer. I'm yet to find any shimmer that it doesn't work for, whether it's a Beauty Bay formula, Mcgrath, whatever the formula is. I found that this works so well in applying shimmers, you know, on the eyes. Absolutely beautiful. And I think that's my haul. So that is technically my first haul video on this channel. Let me know how I did. Was the style okay, or would you like to see it in a different way? And yeah, that's it, guys. That's what I have for you today. As time goes on, I will let you know how most of these products perform. So that's it, guys. That's the video I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please share, like this video, leave me a comment, consider subscribing to my channel, and until next time, I'll see you. Bye.